Chapter 5, Mishnah 7. Although the verse that speaks of damage caused by a pit mentions only an ox and a donkey, see previous Mishnah, this Mishnah teaches that the verse's laws apply to other animals as well. The Mishnah then goes on to teach that the same is true of other verses in the Torah that mention only certain animals. The same law that applies to an ox applies also to any domestic animal in regard to the following laws. 1. Paying damages for its falling into a pit. 2. Separation from Mount Sinai at the giving of the Torah. 3. The double payment that a thief must make for stealing an animal. 4. Returning a lost animal. 5. Unloading a burden from an animal. 6. The prohibition of muzzling an animal when it is threshing grain. 7. The prohibition of kilayim, i.e., mating or plowing with two different species of animal together. And 8. The prohibition of having one's animal work on Shabbos. In every one of these 8 cases, the same rules that apply to an ox or other animals mentioned in the various verses apply to all domestic animals. Furthermore, any wild beast or bird is the same as domestic animals in these matters. The Mishnah explains why the Torah mentions only certain animals. If so, that the law about damage done by a pit applies to all other animals and birds, why is it stated an ox or donkey? It is only because the verse speaks about the usual case. That is, the Torah mentions the ox and the donkey because it was common for these animals to walk freely in the streets, where they might fall into a pit. Similarly, to illustrate each of the laws listed above, the Torah chose the most common examples.